everyone, and thanks again for joining us for another episode of Expressed Opinion with your girl, Lynn Roberts. I am that girl, Lynn Roberts.
I'm your girl, DC.
And I'm your boy, T-Roy.
Big C's.
Big C's.
Big C's.
In the building.
In the building.
How's everybody doing? Everybody had a good week?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been good.
Oh, yeah.
Mine was a
It's been
little...
long.
Mine was a little shaky. It was a little shaky. Yeah. Huh?
I hope it got better.
It got kind of... But anywho. So today we want to talk about the fellas.
And what's that?
We want to talk about the fellas.
Okay.
And your bromances and your homies. So I, in particular, want to know, what's the difference between a bromance and a homie? Like your homeboy. Like you got your bromances and then you just got your homeboys. So I would like to delve into that just a little bit and get you all's take on that.
Well, you want to take this or you want
Jump in there. I got you. I'm right behind you.
Maybe I should first
Okay.
what a bromance is. The
Oh,
definition
yeah,
of bromance.
I need to kind of break down the bromance.
Break it
Bromance, you know, y'all the females, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get the women. Y'all get to hug and kiss each other. And y'all get to lay up on the couch or whatever, you know, ain't nobody gonna think nothing of it. But when guys do that, I think that is called a bromance.
They lay up on the couch together?
Hold on.
Laying up on the couch together.
Wait a minute.
Hugging and kissing.
No.
Listen. I've done a little bit of research on it.
Okay.
And the bromance is sort of a gay act to me.
Whoa.
It's sort of a gay act to me.
Okay.
Opinion.
And opinion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's sort of a gay act to me without having sex. But I mean, homeboys, you know what I mean? They ain't finna be laying up in the bed together or sitting
Wait a
in the
minute,
couch
because
together.
women don't just be arbitrarily laying up in the bed together. That's not you. No, that's wrong.
See, like I say, I've done the research. Listen, let me break this down to y'all real quick, okay? Go to TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, go to Instagram or whatever. Look up bromance.
Bromance, a close but non-sexual relationship between two men.
Gay.
That is not gay.
Okay, hold on. We have another gentleman over here.
Okay.
Please enlighten us on your version or your opinion on bromance.
Well, there's levels to friendships.
All right, there you go.
And like some of my friends, we're not friends.
Gotcha.
I tell you, we're family.
Gotcha.
We're really close. They come to my house whenever they want to. And their kids even call me uncle. My kids call them uncle. And wouldn't know the difference unless we told them that we're not blood.
Yeah.
So those type, I would consider a bromance type of relationship.
Gotcha.
We're always talking. We always know what each other's doing. Who, what, when, where, why, how we're doing it. Christmas time, gifts. We send each other gifts. You know, things like that. But when they tell their wife, hey, I'm going to this person's house, she's like, oh, go. Because they know and trust that person. You know, not only take care of their husband, but that they're going to be in good hands and nothing nefarious is going on.
Okay.
But the gay aspect, I don't know about that. Hugging and kissing? No.
So when you're fellas and you have that kind of that closeness, you don't would you hug your blood brother?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you hug the bromance?
Yeah, I mean,
So let me ask you
I don't know what black men have against affection and saying I love you to a friend.
Exactly.
It's taboo. It's like if I show any emotion, and this is I said this one time I think on a previous show that we really in our culture raise black men. You can't cry. You can't be vulnerable.
You can't show emotion.
You can't show emotion. and it just explodes because when you do have certain situations occur, they lash out rather than allow somebody to say, hey, you know, it's cool.
Or
Whether
they want to
it
be
female
labeled
or
as,
his bromance brother, friend.
and then they get labeled as weak if they do that.
Or
Actually, that's the
what he
strongest
said.
thing you can do because you're that confident in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody that's not, you're not that confident in yourself.
So let me ask you a question, man to man.
Hmm?
I got a double Whopper,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, hey man, let me get a piece of that Whopper. One or two things: either I'm gonna cut it in half, or I'm gonna say, here, take a bite. Which one are you gonna do? Are you gonna take a bite? Because after you take that bite, I'm gonna go ahead and bite it too.
You know, cut it in half, right? Really? That's just
So y'all have to understand what I'm saying.
Go ahead,
You have
finish,
to understand
finish.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Go ahead,
go ahead.
It's like y'all not getting it. You know, when I'm talking, it's like y'all not getting it on my aspect. I'm saying I'm not bromancing. I done did my research. I already told y'all, look it up. Y'all see what I see. Now, I understand you're from, you know, overseas or whatever, in your culture, y'all hold hands, y'all hug, kiss, all that other good stuff. It's showing love to a brother. It has nothing to do with being gay. But in the United States, you are gay.
No.
No.
Listen.
No, reason why I say that is because I have seen plenty of guys that are not gay, that are just as manly can be, that have sat up there and gave their brothers hugs. The guys that friend, close friends. I mean,
it's not all about the hugs. Y'all keep saying hugs and all this other stuff about showing love to a brother. Yeah, I'm gonna show my homeboy some love, but we talking about bromance. I'm not about to lay up on a couch with a dude and watch a movie. I'm not about to do that. You sit in your chair, I'm gonna sit in mine. That's my homeboy. It's the difference. It's what I'm saying.
Okay, hold on. I get what you're saying. I get what he's saying. But what is happening is y'all having two different definitions of bromance.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying that bromance is the closest of friends. You're saying that bromance take it a step further when you put the mance part in, like romance, bromance. You say yours cut off at homeboy, my brother. And when Lynn stated the topic, bromance, the romance for you came into play. And is that where I'm at? Because when you say romance, that's when and you're talking about a different kind of hug and kiss and cuddle.
Yeah,
that's not what we're referring to.
I've looked it up.
That's then crossing the line.
I've looked it up.
It's not what we're referring to. I mean, that's you know,
Well,
when he
I'll go with, you may have looked it up, but I think those are extremes that they're giving in those depictions. It's not what we do, especially in the black community. And you know, in the black community, there's a line we won't cross. There's certain things you won't cross as men.
So what is bromance in the black community and not what is bromance period?
True. That
Thank you, Madam
could be a
Producer,
way.
in the middle of the show.
Is looking at it from the aspect, from our aspect, not from the global aspect, if you will, and going, well, let's do everything all the other cultures do. It's not us. It's not
Exactly.
black people. Of course, we won't cross those lines that you're talking about. But
And listen, not to cut you off, no disrespect to any other country or nothing like that,
Right.
because I understand, you know, they have their own way of showing emotion. But here, where I grew up, I mean, I have hugged, you know, a couple of fellas or whatever, during some trying times or, you know, difficult times or whatever, man, hey, man, it's going to be all right, man, don't worry about it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they lost somebody or, you know, I even, you know, cried and, you know, my homeboy was there, you know, they sitting there, they're like this. But they're not face to face with me holding each other like this.
So let me ask you something. When you are comforting them, you don't consider that bromance?
I don't consider that.
You're comforting them. Do you not consider that bromance?
How am I comforting them?
You just said you
I
give
just
them a
said, I'm
hug.
here,
Yeah,
I'm
that,
here.
But
You
that's
did it
still
with your boy,
touching.
you cried with
Touching is touching. I don't.
Okay, you right.
No.
Touching is touching. You right.
But I mean,
It's a bromance. I mean, because I just explained the difference. I done did my research. I just told y'all.
Okay.
Cause I want to
so
see
your
these
research
comments.
came from what?
Yeah.
TikTok,
Where did you see
Instagram,
this
Google.
research?
Google.
It's
Did you
TikTok.
Google?
I Google, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram.
So all the pictures you saw were them
All
being
those
like
videos
affectionate
I saw,
and
man, listen.
extreme manners.
Listen, the video that I saw of Bromance, you might as well consider them going together without having sex.
Ouch.
So they was kissing on the lips.
So is kissing on the lips.
Wow. No, don't look at me.
And so is kissing on the lips.
I'm kissing nobody.
I'm not about to run around. I'm not about to run around with my homeboys and grabbing their nuts.
Hold on, wait.
Hold on, let me ask you something.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, wait a minute. Cause I know you play sports and I know you coach. What's up with the tapping on that on the butt then?
I mean, listen.
Good
I don't
job.
know where that comes
Yeah,
from.
yeah.
Listen, I don't know where that comes from. I've never done it.
You ever had it done to you when you was playing
Yeah, and
football?
I'm like,
And
hey man, don't do that.
so what you? Because after you play
Yeah, I
sports,
play sports. It
So-
was a normal thing. I play on D1 levels on down, and it's a normal thing. It's just
so why do guys
Already-
tap? Okay, so why do guys tap each other on the butt in basketball and football when?
and it's a.
And I've
It's
seen
not
it
like
change
just a
now.
turn,
Oh, no,
but
wait.
you have to understand how they're doing it and what they're doing. They're actually not. It's not a tap. They're bam. They're reaching in on you, and you're like, good grief, you know.
Good job.
Yeah,
Hey,
good
good job.
time.
You know what I'm saying?
And the kids,
But
and you
I've
laugh it
seen
off.
it change now. Hey,
But
man,
I know
good
they're
job.
squeezing.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Or good job. How
No,
about
they still do it.
Yep.
I've seen it. You're right, but I've seen it change too.
yeah,
starting
it's not
to
as
change.
much.
But it's not.
Right.
But
Not as
I
much.
still don't think, even though it's still being done, it's no one takes it as that, and it's all cultural norms and how we accept the cultural norms. You know, someplace else
Well, I'm about
It might be accepted as-
Our head up, bro.
totally inappropriate. Where, like, you see overseas, guys will kiss on each cheek, sign of respect. Over here, you reach out to get a guy that's gonna be,
Well,
whoa,
what you doing?
You know,
Exactly.
It's a different
Like,
cultural
it's a
norm.
different-
It doesn't mean it crosses a line into being homosexual.
Do you think bromance could be a phobia of a person, a guy who is homophobic, looks at that as
A sign of being gay.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
so you homophobic?
I'm not homophobic, but I'm not finna do that. I had already explained that. I'm not homophobic. What you do is what you do. You stay in your place. Respect me as a straight man.
Okay.
You know, whatever you got going on, I don't have no right to judge
Basically,
you.
those are your hemorrhoids. You deal with them.
Well,
So
Well-
that's basically what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I give you some preparation aid, but that's the best I can do for you.
Listen,
You know,
I've
that's
seen-
basically what you're saying.
I've seen in my research, I've seen a video.
If he say research one more time,
Like he's like this is
because
about Professor T. Roy.
yeah, okay, he gonna do a whole dissertation.
Okay.
Guys,
get it.
listen, when I've heard that word and I'm like, okay, bromance, and I gave y'all my definition without even looking it up, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you know, you can be cool or whatever, but then I'm like, let me look this up. And now I'm looking totally different about it, and I'm like, nah, man.
But did you see us in this?
Okay.
The majority of what you saw was
I've seen them both. I mean, shoot. I've seen in the military a guy sitting on another guy's lap.
That's the noise.
well, no. It's now the military is a different animal to bring in.
So that's
because
a
we do
romance?
we do ridiculous things just because we can, and just because of the nature of what we do for a living.
No, Buddy was
Listen.
sitting in Buddy lap.
Listen,
He's been in
we
the
do,
military. I'm quite
yeah,
sure he has
we
a
do,
different
we do,
perspective
we do.
on that.
I've seen guys have done the most ridiculous things. I've had guys walk out of the shower, have a full conversation with you, butt naked, and you're just like, whatever, and you just keep the conversation rolling. It's just because they're doing it just for the effect.
Yeah,
It's
just to
not
see
that
the
they're, yeah,
reaction.
they're not being gay or anything like that. They're just doing it because they can. And they do silly stuff like that. They might come, sit around and laugh, like, really? This is what we're doing right now. So, I mean, go ahead.
So T-Roy, what was your thoughts on bromance prior to you doing your research?
I just feel like I feel like it's gay. To me, I feel like it's gay.
No.
without having sex.
Before you did your research, you
Before
really looked into it. What was
your thought of what a bromance was before you even TikTok, Googled,
Instagram.
yeah, Instagram, Billy Bob, and all of that other stuff you did, yeah, you know,
Your research.
yeah, Wikipedia and
We always, every week, they are all over me. I done
we
added
asked
third
you a
person
question.
You
to be
called for
all
us so
over
we
me.
came.
I'm saying.
Exactly.
I'm trying to come to your side, bro.
Listen.
Now we're here.
Listen, before
We
that,
heard.
listen, before I looked it up and whatever, you know, my definition of bromance was sort of, you know, close homeboys who, number one, grew up with as a brother or whatever.
Right.
You know, I have homeboys that I grew up with from school, from childhood or whatever, and it's like, I go all out for them. You know what I mean?
What's going on?
What? It's a question.
Why
I'm
are you
going-
laughing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go all out for them. All right, if they need help paying their rent, hey, I got you. They need help fixing their car. Hey, I ain't got the money to get the part. I got you. Financially, okay. Emotionally, they going through something with their girl or at home with their parents. I got you. Come stay with me, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What else?
Do you not think that's what a bromance is?
It
Could be.
Because that's you looking at it as your brother.
I'm like, you
I
explaining
understand.
bromance right there.
Yeah, I understand your research that you did.
Okay, let me ask you this. What do you think romance? What's your definition of romance?
Romance.
We're not talking about romance.
It's
Yes,
bro
it is.
and man.
We are talking about bromance versus homeboy.
Okay, and just like he said in the beginning, that there are different levels
Yeah,
to
of
friendship.
friendships.
So you got, I would say you got acquaintances, you got colleagues, you got associates, and you got brothers.
Yeah,
Brothers.
yeah.
So, you know, bros, that would be
You got different
that
type
would
of
be
love,
that
right.
bromance. You got a different type of love for them.
Right.
So that would be the bromance, because you got a different type. You got love for them. Romance does not always got to be an intimate thing. It can
Thank
be
you.
a type of love. I
So-
love her as my sister.
Okay.
You know, I love you as my brother. That is a different type of love.
But-
It's still a type of romance, but it is not
Right.
an intimate romance.
Right.
And we're not telling you like
Yeah,
what
we're
you
not
feel
saying-
is wrong.
Exactly.
We're just, I'm
I
really
know,
just
I
trying
know,
to get
I
the
know.
full understanding, and you're so passionate about it. You know, that's all. You know,
I ain't about the bromance. I'm sorry.
okay, he's not right, bro.
I'm not gonna bromance. You my homeboy, I got you. But I'm not about the bromance. Because,
Okay, let me
because
ask you
what
this.
I
Okay,
know-
okay, all right, cool. Now, you say you're not about the bromance, but do you have friends? Just like you just previously said, you got friends, right?
Right.
Close friends
Homeboys.
that you grew up with.
Homeboys.
Do you feel like any of them are close to you like a brother?
Yes.
That is a bromance.
Duh! Ding, 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 dang.
There you go.
I think I'm gonna need a little stronger cocktail.
I mean,
I
on that
am
one.
not-
You never had a friend do something
I
that
think
break-
what you're thinking about is BL.
What is it?
It's BL, but it's kind of like boy love, where they have the bromance, where they have a sexual relationship going on with the bromance. You're talking about the BL.
BL. Not the
Yeah,
DL,
but
but
they
the
are
BL.
having sex with
Yeah,
them?
That's
that's what
a
the BL
BL.
is. They-
So that's not gay?
That is.
That's what you.
It's just-
I'm gonna need you to pay better attention.
Listen.
But that's not a bromance.
That's not a
Ah,
bromance.
boy.
It's a boy. It's a BL. It's called boy love,
But it's not bromance.
but it's not
Okay.
bromance.
It's not a bromance.
A bromance, there's no sex involved at all in a bromance.
Okay.
He said that. That's what he said.
I mean,
He
there's
said-
no sexual contact.
There's no sexual. You can hug. They don't necessarily
So-
have kissing unless it's part of their culture. But in bromance, it's more like affection. It's
Uh-huh.
not like
I mean, you
like
never- you never-
sexual
you never
affection.
had-
It's like,
Uh-huh.
hey man,
I love you, man.
I mean, you never had one
Down
of your
life.
hey, you never had one of your boys break you before? Break you
What you mean?
in this way. Be careful. No, don't go there the wrong way. So I got one of my friends had something serious happen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Something really serious, health-wise.
Okay.
The minute I got the news, the person that told me, I hung up the phone on. This is a whole group of fellas that are super close.
Mm-hmm.
People rush to his aid to see him, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of his presence, you sitting there done for, wet, done, because you understand the pain that's going through not only for him but for his family. But you're not going to walk into that room like that, because you got to show strength to keep him going.
Mm-hmm.
Months later, same dude. We had another event. A little bit of it came up. The whole room had to shut down because we couldn't take it, knowing that this thing happened to this person. I was pissed off at him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how could you do this? Like he did something to me.
Mm-hmm.
How could you do this to us?
Mm-hmm.
So that turned around and ended up backfiring on me. Because same thing with me. I went through some things. I got cussed out by the brothers. Like, you just ain't gonna tell us?
Mm-hmm.
Or you gonna let us find out this way? That's a broke, because you're so invested in each other's lives,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that you're gonna feel some kind of way if something happened to your people.
And they don't
And
tell you.
they don't tell you. It's like this person is your new family.
I understand what you're saying, and yes, I have been broken down by one of my homeboys.
There you go.
You notice what I just said? I said homeboy. Not a brother.
Okay, I mean, you can put whatever label you want to put on it.
potato.
You put whatever label you want on it.
So what is a
It's just,
homeboy?
it's just that high level of having that type of relationship with another male.
So what is the homeboy?
Well, let's just say you can interchange homeboy and bromance.
I don't think so.
Listen,
I
I think
so.
bromance is that one you go the extra mile for.
Well, true
Like
enough,
I have associates, I have girlfriends, and then I have my sisters. My sisters cannot battle with my friend, because if you my sister, I'm gonna come to your aid. Like,
True.
you know, it's not even, it's a natural reaction. You know, my friend, you may hear about him, you won't call and check on him. Hey, you know, you all right? You good? You whatever? But if I get news of my sister, stop, let's go. Right. It's the difference between a phone call and going to the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the door.
Most,
I'll call my friend, hey, you good? You all right? You need something? My associate, I might say, hi, what up? Hey, you talk to so-and-so, she good? You know? So those are different levels.
So what you call that, a sister match?
But see, that's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you, this is double-edged sword. You know, in all honesty, you can call it a sister man if that's what you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
But see, society has it so much. It's so easy for women to be emotionally connected to each other.
Of course.
We can hug, we can hold each other and cry, and nothing. Nobody think nothing about it.
Yeah.
But if two men hold each other and cry, people look at them like, and I don't think that's right. Put it this way, if this is your boy, God forbid, a parent, a mother, or a father passed, and your boy come to you and he grab you, and start crying your shoulder, what do? Do you push him away or do you comfort him?
No, I'm a comforter.
Right.
Okay, so but he's face to face. You say you do this.
Yeah, I mean,
But he come to you and lock up.
But you just said he came to me.
Right, but it don't
You said,
matter.
am I gonna push him off? No, I'm not gonna push him off.
Okay, so why don't you push him off?
I don't push him off because I'm trying. Number one, he came to me crying, and I don't know what's going on.
Okay, no, you know what's going on. You could be at the funeral and after the funeral, or he come to your house and y'all, you know,
he just break down.
and he break down. Do you
Okay.
push him off?
All right, I'll take that. But I mean, like, that's emotion. That's emotional from a funeral. him losing somebody.
That's
His
the
mother,
point.
his father.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the seriousness of. No. I'm not
Of the
saying.
relationship.
Listen. I'm trying to. I understand what you're saying, bromances, and I understand that you've looked up and you've seen things. But what I'm saying is, you're putting it in one category, and that's it. It doesn't have. It's a box.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have no way of saying, okay, well, this is what I'm looking at as a bromance, but let me see what other people may think of. It's like, it's gay and that's it. And I'm telling you, I honestly believe a bromance can
It's
be
bigger than
affection between two guys that is whatever you say, gay or whatever, or non-sexual, but they can show emotions to each other. And I think that's one big problem we have in our culture.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, you said that's bromance is showing affection and showing, emotions or whatever. So what is a homeboy?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what a homeboy is. Okay, everybody you watch football with, are you close to them?
Not everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Those I would consider those. Some of those you are cool with. Y'all can go do things. That's your homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you feel some kind of way.
That
one.
one. Better yet, how many people would you invite into your home? That's a different thing. You gonna invite your home. You can invite your homeboys into your home, but those certain homeboys know more. Certain friends know more than the average homeboy. Those your romances.
Okay, a homeboy is like a buddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a close
You
buddy,
don't
but
walk out the room
it's
with
your
and leave
friend. Like
with
you
your
can
wife.
go out, y'all can hang out, y'all maybe go get a couple drinks together, but that's not the type of person that you
Okay.
want your kids.
You wanna see that at the table?
No, I don't want to see that table. I'm trying to give you the Google definition of homeboy. Google definition. Homeboy. A boy or man who's a member of one's peer group.
So that is a member of your peers.
But culturally, it's different. That's not. That's just general. That's just general definition.
General
Homeboys,
definition of
I think,
homeboy.
are closer than what you described. I would
Yeah.
say that would just be a
That's a
social
general.
friend.
A male friend. That's what they got. Male friend.
But it's
a
levels
male
of
friend.
home. This, and that's what I'm telling you. Your homeboys, your homeboys, they're gonna know things they can come over and kick it at the house.
Mm-hmm.
But those guys that know things that you confide in, that you trust, I would consider those the bromance.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you go out, it's gonna be certain things you might do for one homeboy. Like you said, we was talking about one time when you went out and you take the hit for the homie.
Mm-hmm.
You take the hit for the. Someone you be like, man, I ain't
Man,
doing
you
that.
on your own.
You know what I'm saying?
You talking about if we out and it's like 3 women and it's 3 of us and it might like be like one real fat woman. One real fat woman.
That's taking one from the
And then
team.
you got
Not taking one from the
Yeah,
home.
that's taking one. That's taking one for the team.
No,
I did that.
No, I'm talking about the homie.
I done did that. That's the homie.
That's
No, that's
I done took a fat girl. I don't bust her
I think, I think the ones where
I done took one for the
romance-
team.
No, listen.
When
we
Listen.
go wrong.
Cletus.
That'd
Listen,
been fun.
Cletus. And so you gonna be like, y'all take that and say, you like, man, I don't care.
Uh-uh.
No, I ain't no.
Man, I ain't going nowhere with her.
Yes,
Hey.
the homeboy, you gonna do it.
the homeboy.
The homie, you
You
gonna do it.
or just a friend
that's
or
Mikey.
associate.
So he's
you're
the
not
Mikey.
gonna do it.
Hey, you remember the cereal?
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, Mikey.
He likes it.
Wow. Hey, I done been a lot of Mikeys now.
Oh my
Whoa.
God.
Well, them the homeboys, them the homies.
But I mean, like, I ain't really, I just took her out.
Are you sure that's a
Hey,
Mikey?
on
You took her all the way out by yourself?
She big enough to get in my car.
Oh my
Whoa.
God.
She said she's big enough to get in the car.
Excuse
Excuse
me.
No.
Can I get some wine?
She might be too
Because
big.
this
At
one right here
that
got
time,
me
at that
just-
time, I had a bigger car, so my car a little smaller now. I had a Cadillac, so I you got a bigger car.
I need you to get a small
I'll take the big one.
Hold on,
I'll go get her something to eat. We'll go to Waffle House.
do you have a problem with large
I
girls?
need you to get a small
I
car.
can't.
No, I don't.
So why you keep bringing large girls up?
Well, I mean,
That's like you throwing them
Well,
in
you talking about-
a category with bromance.
well, you want me to say black, ugly,
No, he's taking the back of mashed potatoes.
ugly toes.
Huh?
He's making y'all look really bad
I
right
know.
now. You need to come to his aid.
Wow. Right.
But you're white. You need to come to his aid.
It's like the mashed potatoes, guy.
You need my fishing pole to reel him back.
Reel him in,
Shoot,
please.
boy, I'll go get her some waffles and chicken quick. Hey, y'all go ahead and take her. I got this one right here.
Brian.
Save him on the life jacket. Save him.
Titanic like a mug over here.
I'm trying.
Listen, real talk. Y'all got your definition of romance. I got my opinion about romance.
All right.
Me, T-Roy, is not doing romance. You want to be my homie? We're gonna be homies. To my homies,
Homie lover friend.
we are not gonna be romancing.
She said a homie lover friend.
I'm sorry.
Wow. So
I'm not about to walk holding hands with you.
We
That's
not-
I'm just talking.
What's that talking?
I'm not.
It's his opinion. It's his opinion. So
Okay.
I'm not about to do all of that. I'm just not about to do it.
I
Now,
need a goodie.
if you need me, you need some money, I got you. Hey, we need to go handle some business with some fellas. We need to go handle some business with some fellas. I need to know exactly what's going on. I'm not finna run and just go bust somebody's head open for you.
No, the bromance, I'm just going to ask who driving.
Okay.
Well, but
I don't care what it is. We'll find out after it's done.
So you don't get down for your homie, your bruh?
Yeah, I'm gonna get down for him. But like I say, we're gonna find out what's going on because I need him to talk to me.
Because you know what? In
I'm not
a
saying
real
I'm
bromance,
not-
you guys know each other well enough that you know that person wouldn't put you in a position
to get hurt.
or outside of your comfort zone or where you're at. So when he come to me,
You
and
already
say something like that, I know it's something serious. Great example. I had a family member come up here, and somebody said somebody touched.
Say what?
Yeah.
I didn't
My
hear it.
brothers happened to be in the room
Uh-huh.
when that word was said.
Uh-huh.
It was the middle of the night, 3 in the morning. They all started getting dressed. They live in the town where I gotta go is 3 states over. Everybody got dressed when we leaving, right? I'm like, wait a minute, stop. I'm trying to get all the information. They're like, no, when are we leaving?
Because they know that's not his character to do.
Right.
Okay.
He's like, when are we leaving? They ain't asking questions. They got your back 100%. Let's go. He's a couple of us supposed to be in other places. They're like, that can wait. We'll figure all that out later. That's when, that small, tight-knit group of people, that's there, that's truly there for you. Not lip service. There's a lot of lip service that goes around these days. That's why my circle is tight. I don't have the other levels. There's probably 1 or 2 people. The people I hang out with are those people. They're my brothers. The minute I came back to town, the ones I didn't tell, oh my God, I didn't hear the end of it for months. The ones that knew I was in town, they were immediately there. What you need? Where you moving to?
I've
How you
been
get
downgraded. My circle. Me and my circle can ride in a smart car right now.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a good thing.
My circle is
That's a
that
good
small.
thing. That's
Okay?
a good thing.
And once upon a time, I used to have to go get an SUV, but no, it's a smart car now. My
There
circle-
you go.
But I think the older
There
you
you go.
get, and the
start
wiser
pushing
you
people away.
become, you start weeding out,
Yep.
certain people in your circle,
Start getting rid of people. Yep.
yeah.
And like you say, you got some people who you can make that phone call to. They jumping, they're not asking no questions.
No question.
But like you say, you said it yourself. You said, hold on, I'm trying to get all the information. That's me too. I'm trying to get all the information because guess what? Even though they ready, I know they got my back. But I need to get the information first to see what's going on.
No, he was getting the information on the way.
Right. As we're
He
moving,
wasn't getting no information
as we
first.
get to
They
the
was
problem.
we'll get the information when we get there. That's what he was saying.
Yeah,
Am I correct?
Yep.
And you don't need surface information. It depends on who's calling.
But
If they calling, you know it's a problem. Some people you call, you be like, what? Yeah, you ask a question. Some people you on the phone talking, you put them shoes, you put on your sandal, you kick off the sandal, put on the tennis shoe.
Thank you.
But all that happened in transition,
So you moving.
you know, because you done got, I have gotten a call.
And it's like, especially if it's a call that you know you have never received
Before.
you don't receive those
from
calls.
certain people. You know you don't get those type of calls from certain people. So when you get that call, you're like, oh, what?
And it depends on what's going on. Their voice is going to tell you a whole story without, it doesn't even have to tell you the story. If you call me,
I needed to come and get it.
no, it
ain't gonna be like that.
When you hear the cry, you up.
Bruh.
You go.
I heard my brother's voice change on the phone. Literally, when his voice changed, I said, hey, let's go right now. Let's go. And he was like, come on. And when we got in the car, I'm like, where we going? He's like, oh, my kid got in an accident. I'm like, well, we going too. Keep it moving. We gonna get there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's something to be said to have that kind of relationship
What you
with
do?
your male friend.
What you?
What?
He over here acting up.
I clearly said before this podcast began, there will be no scratching.
Oh,
Oh, I wasn't scratching. When he was talking, I was just
Lord have mercy. Here we go back. Just done left the field again.
Guess what?
Why
I'm folding my. I'm here now.
You have to allow us to leave the field to reel us back in.
I
We
mean,
can't. It can't always be.
can y'all just stay in the
But-
stadium one time? Just one time, stay in the stadium.
But I just wanted to go to the concession stand.
Oh, you wasn't in the concession stand. You went to the concession stand across the street. Where the grocery store.
You went to 7-Eleven, get your hot dog.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Listen, this bromance, all right? I accept y'all opinion about it. I understand. Bromance versus homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this bromance thing is a little deeper than, you know, what y'all giving me.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And y'all understand me, but y'all not understanding me.
You know what? Okay, so listening to you, and you're giving, and I'm quite sure there's plenty of people that really feel like you feel, and maybe we feel the way we feel because we don't look at it.
Y'all don't
We're
look
not
at it
looking
like
at
that, right.
it exactly like you want to, because then you'll say, well, hold on, wait a minute now, I got to look at a whole lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But when you say bromance, like I've heard that word before, and I've known guys to like do things like
Make
shady
you say,
things.
"Ooh."
No, not in that aspect, but they go to great lengths to cover up what they homeboy do, what they
Right.
what they friend do. You know, like when you can choose your brothers over somebody you are dating or you're seeing or in a relationship with, and it happens more than you think. Like, look, I'm going to hang out with you. Like, I'm choosing my boys over a female.
A woman.
A woman. I'm gonna get together with that word. I'm just saying, but over a woman. So let me ask you something.
But that's something else, isn't it?
No.
You got to be called
No, it's
something else.
not.
It should be called
So okay, we're about titles then. If that's the case, then we're about titles. It's not about bromance and you having that close knit person. It's about the title of the word bromance. So if we could come up with another title other than bromance, like I don't know, what would be a good title for a guy that's really close?
Brothers.
We go brothers.
But I mean, okay,
And a lot of guys, they will say, "Hey man, hey,
this is my brother.
That's my
So
brother.
that's good enough to use what you're saying. But when
Exactly.
you put the romance in it,
I wouldn't even
you
put
taking
that
it too
caveat
far.
on it. That's
Got you.
you know how many times I've been out and I said, and people to this day
I fully understand you now.
believe me, and a lot of my friends are actually blood brothers because we never say anything different. Like that's my brother.
Mm-hmm.
and that's
We keep it
cool.
moving.
That's cool.
That's my brother. Keep it moving.
Okay,
That's
so
cool.
let me break this down because I think I just had an epiphany. Okay, so I understand what you're saying, bruh. That is where it draws the line. The over the stuff is the romance part. So when we're describing what we call people. I call this is my sister. you call, you know, your
Your
brothers
brothers.
your brothers. That's the line.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying once you add the romance, it changes the dynamics of the relationship.
Oh my God. Come on.
Once the dynamics of the relationship change with the romance, now it
Here we
becomes
go.
suspect.
There you go.
Come on, somebody.
Okay, here we go.
Come on, somebody.
Hit on the head. Okay.
Well,
So and
Like,
that's his argument.
Because the same thing can happen within a family.
Because I don't say, you know,
It's sort of a blood family.
right.
Like me and some of my brothers in my family are very close. I got cousins I call sisters.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never know that they're not my sister. We grew up together. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't call it sister
family
man.
though.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But he don't call it sister man, and he wouldn't do things, you know, what you're saying would take place once the romance portion is added to it.
Right.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
But I
saying
get, but
I'm
good way to
listening. I
fix
have to
that.
absorb.
Yeah.
Good way to fix that.
Yeah. So and I honestly,
minutes to find out.
Oh my God.
no, it's not found out.
To find out that you're not gay. To find out you ain't gay.
40 minutes to realize what I'm doing.
That you ain't gay.
No.
Okay.
Just because you love that dude.
Okay.
Right, you ain't gay. It's okay.
So, bro, is where you draw the line. When you add romance, that's when
Whoa, whoa,
you taking that
I got you, man. You ain't gay. It's okay.
No.
So you should change it. So what is the difference between your brother and your homeboy?
Okay, the brother and the homeboy. We already said that. The homeboy, I mean, that's the one you can hang out with and they know things. But your brother, the one you call your brother,
They
gonna
know
They
things.
know, right.
that's the one you gonna
Right, they
confide
know
in.
intimately.
Your homeboy, you gonna hang out with. Y'all gonna kick it. Y'all gonna party. Y'all gonna do all of that. Y'all gonna take trips. Y'all gonna do all of that. But even if they had
You know
five
what? Not to
brothers,
cut you off, even with your homeboy, sometimes you don't take trips with your homeboy or nothing.
Right.
You take
Right.
trips with your brothers and stuff like
ones
that.
that are close.
But your homeboys, y'all might hang out and kick it every now and then.
put it this way, you'll do certain things in the midst of your brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Your
There you go,
homeboys,
boy. You ain't doing
No,
that.
you ain't gonna do it.
Right, we ain't doing that.
gonna
That's
sit
You ain't
there.
gonna do it. That's the
Take
difference.
that.
Y'all
It's too
sit
much.
there.
Take that.
It's too much information.
You're
It's
gonna sit there.
certain
Right, I'll take
things.
that for $200.
Put it this way, your homeboy gonna come
Right.
over to your house and allow you to cheat in his house.
No, here's the thing. Here's
That's
the
your
thing.
brother.
For $200.
This is what I'm saying about just about that bromance part. That's why I say that guy you would trust. Walk out the house with your wife, kids, everybody in there.
Hell no, we ain't
And you
doing
ain't gonna
that.
think twice about it.
No, we ain't doing that.
What are you talking about?
We ain't
Well,
doing
I think that's the difference
When
between
I
man and
leave,
woman, though.
yo-
No,
ass
it's just
niggas-
brother. No. See, I got brothers like that.
A big
I got brothers like that I got brothers like that I have not even a thought. Brothers did the same thing to me.
Okay.
I'm sitting in their house.
Mm-mm.
Hey, you just gonna leave me, huh? No, I got this. I gotta run out. Whatever. Me and their wives are that tight. We're like family. That I would never even think of them.
Yeah,
that way.
exactly. You're not even gonna
You know,
think
they're
along
kids,
those lines.
It wouldn't even come to mind to me. And the
Exactly.
same thing with them. I mean, I got one of my brothers, him and my dad and wife used to sit there and go at each other, and I'd be like, ooh. Hey man, you gonna help me? Nah, bro, you handle it yourself. Take that up in yourself.
To each his own, but me personally, as much as I love my friends, my girlfriend, my sisters, when they leave, I leave. If I go in their house and they're not home and their husband home, I don't enter their home.
Oh yeah, come on in and we can wait for. I'm about to go take a shower.
Nah. I'm literally,
Nah.
I promise you, I have went. I'm talking about this is someone I grew up with. Like, love her. Like no other. One of my brother's closest friends. I call him my brother. They got married. The girl I grew up with and him got married. I went to the house, meeting her there. I got there before she did. I said, oh, she not here? Oh, I had to run to the store. I didn't have nothing to get from the store. But I didn't want to go in her home and she was
Right,
not
she was
there.
not there.
And I got back still before her. I sat outside.
Right.
I was sitting outside, and when she walked up, she said, "Why you out?" She was like, "Why you outside?" He opened the door because she called him and told him to open the door. She was pulling up, and I was sitting there. And so when she pulled up, she walked in. She was like, "Why you go inside?" I'm like, "I don't go in the woman's house and she ain't there." When her husband is home, I just don't do that.
Right. And that's
Something
respect.
Now that,
That's
I can
respect.
respect that, and that's you.
Mhm.
No, I can very much respect that, and that's
Yeah.
you. That's your boundaries you want to keep so that there's no misconstruing anything.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, but I'm on the other end where same
And I
thing
get it.
doesn't
I don't
bother
like it. I mean,
nothing. Just
oh, hey.
brothers can come in, come and go. Hey, I'm coming by your house. I'm gonna be out. Your lady's home. I'll let her know you coming. All right, cool. And the same way the other direction. You know, just bought a house.
Yes, you did, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much.
You're welcome,
And
you're
when the
welcome.
bread, and when the
You know.
and when the bread's like, hey, I got you. Don't worry about paying rent. Stay with me. Got up, went to work every day. Nothing. Got home, made sure I ate. Hey man, you eat? Whatever. Did you need something? Do we need me to go out and get you? And we had that dynamic. You know, literally sitting there helping his kids with homework, something like that. We good. He said, "Don't come to my
Come to
house."
my house.
Why not?
My wife not letting you in. You gonna be outside, bruh. Call me. Meet me where I'm at. And we'll go back to the house together.
And there's nothing wrong.
Well, there.
Well, I mean, it's like you say, to each his own. You know, everybody has their own way of doing
There's
things like
levels of
that.
trust you have
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
relationship too.
That was something that my mom told me. So certain things just stick with you.
Yeah.
And I mean,
But she taught you that as a woman.
right.
She taught you that as a woman. And my dad, you know, he taught me that as a man. He was like, hey,
Don't let no other man in your house when you ain't
not
there.
even that, you know, don't go to that man's house
And
when
he,
he's
And he's
not
not
there.
home. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. When he's
I
not
mean,
home.
he said the same thing.
There's a difference in going to his
Yeah.
house and them inviting you to their house.
Yeah. Well, that's that
Well,
too.
Now coming
Also-
to a man's house unannounced,
Yeah.
I would not do that.
Well,
I mean, me and my brother's tight. He might let me stay in his house, whatever. I'm not about to come to his house uninvited on my own. Just let me show up.
Yeah.
I mean, I very well can, but I'm not going to push that envelope
Yeah.
out of respect.
Yeah.
and if you, so if you
Nah.
showed up and he wasn't there and you just left.
Yeah, I don't know if he is. So I drive by, I don't see that car, keep it moving.
Okay.
I'm not even
Well,
stopping the
this
door.
car ain't there. All
Right,
right.
I'm out.
No, you gonna get on the phone. Hey, where you at?
Where you at? Right.
Exactly.
Now, I have went to my homeboy house and he wasn't there on account of his wife or girlfriend opening the door, but it was business.
Did you go in?
No, I did not go in.
Okay.
You
Why
know.
not?
That wouldn't be respectful.
Okay.
Right.
No, I didn't go in.
Say
It was
what's-
business. I mean, back in the day when we were selling DVDs.
Oh Lord.
You selling DVDs?
We were selling DVDs.
I got you.
know,
The good DVDs.
bootleg.
The good
And we
DVDs.
call it. So we go ahead and do, you know, hey man, drop it off at the house, man. My wife's gonna get it from you. I bet. Hey, she gonna give you the money. That was business.
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 It was
Business.
business.
Real
business.
business.
That's right. That was
It wasn't business. It
What
was
business?
business.
That's right. It wasn't business. It was business.
Business.
Uh-huh.
Now,
So be a businessman. Take care
Yeah,
of business.
businessman and business.
Oh
So,
Lord.
T. Roy.
Did we
Yeah.
change your perspective?
Yeah. Did we?
No.
No.
No, but we understand each other.
Yeah.
See,
Got you.
you know, I'm there with you. I got you.
Hey, I mean, just because y'all coming at me don't change.
No. But
We
see,
weren't-
I started really listening to what you were saying,
Right.
and so I think the bromance is what you hear, and that's what you can find, and I get that. So if you my brother, I don't have to put romance on the end of it. You my brother, period. Like I don't call my brother. This is my bromance, and he's my blood.
Right.
So why would I call somebody else who's not my blood bromance? You just
Right.
my brother because you just as close to me as a blood relative.
Right.
So you had the romance into it. That's when it's taking up a little step, a step further, and you like that's when the grounds get shaky and you become suspect.
I'm not doing that. Bro.
So
Sorry.
I'm gonna buy your shirt to say bromance.
No, you're not. You know what? You can buy it. Buy it.
You gonna wear it? You gonna wear it?
Of course I'm gonna wear it.
You gonna wear it with what?
You will never see me out. I'll take a picture with it.
Yes,
Hey.
Oh, you gonna put it on Instagram?
No, I'll send it to you.
I put it on Instagram.
You can do what you want with it. I sent it to you.
But you might get a lot of hits.
Hey, I better not. I better not. Y'all better not be hitting her up for talking about, hey, where he at? Y'all better not do that.
Mr. Bromance.
They like
We
the
wanna
bald
see
head.
Mr.
I
Bromance.
bet we gonna see that in the comments.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, the comments, y'all, hey, you watching? Boy,
Hit him up for
I
the
bet we
bromance.
see the
Hit him
comments.
up for the bromance. Tell him you want to start a bromance.
A bromance.
There you go.
Listen.
Y'all want to start a bromance.
don't get deleted. Don't get deleted. That's all I got to say. Delete and block.
We do not
How's
delete.
that?
Okay. All right. We done left the damn thing again. I did get them back in. I did have them back in for a minute. I had them. Somebody.
How you gonna block him after you delete him?
Right, delete them and block them. Block, delete, block, whichever way it go, it gonna happen.
God.
I promise you.
Anywho.
Hey, you put me up on anything, I'm reporting it. How about that?
Okay.
You got a t-shirt.
Oh,
Boom! Look at her.
Booyah.
all right. So this has been a very interesting and enlightening conversation. I must say, we have been educated on bromance, homeboys, associates, affiliates,
Homie, love a friend.
colleagues,
Brothers, sisters,
BL. I just learned
sister
something.
man.
somebody we passed on the
BL.
other side of the street.
Boy love.
So
I think now listen. I think this would be a great time for us to like go back. Now we have the bromance, we have the homeboy, we have the BL, and we have the brother.
The brother. That's what I got the brother.
he got the
I'm
brother.
the brother.
What's the BL?
She
Oh,
told me
she
that.
said boy love.
No. I'm
Boy
just
love.
so you understand
Boy
the
love.
definition of
Boy-
these terms.
boy
That's,
love
that's
is
when
the
sexual
bromance.
intimacy comes
It's
in with the
sexual-
boy love.
Yeah, with some-
So
sex up in
bromance
there.
is everything without sex.
Yeah.
Boy love.
Boy love.
Boy love is everything with
sex.
the sex.
Yes.
The homeboy is
Just the homeboy, you know, somebody you
Everything-
hang out
The
with.
Just
homeboy
up to.
is just who you get up with.
Yeah,
bruh.
right. There you go.
okay. The bruh is what is the bruh?
The brother,
The brother.
brother.
the
That's-
mother.
That's the bromance. That's the bromance.
Okay, and the friend is
Just somebody you meet and you cool.
Right, right.
You cool.
Yeah.
and the associate is.
The associates is that you work with. Somebody you work with. How about that?
You shouldn't say how
So
to
you saw
Cause I ain't
the
cool.
it's
I ain't
like
cool with none of them jokers at my job.
Yeah.
Oh, spit your
I don't care y'all here. I don't care. I ain't cool
Oh,
with none of
have
y'all.
mercy.
Y'all associates. I deal with y'all at work.
There you go.
Y'all work friends.
All right.
I got work friends.
Okay. So there you go.
ooh.
I think we've covered the
Cold.
gambit. Because I don't think there's anything left. I think,
Cold out there.
I think that's
Cold out
everything
Hey,
right
D,
there.
I'm glad you gave me a fan because
Yeah.
this joker is talking out.
D, and that's on both day shift and night shift.
Wow.
Whoa.
And I done work both of them.
Shots forward.
Right? Okay. So that's a Uzi. That's a Uzi.
I was a bad mom, mister.
Okay.
I ain't
All
kidding.
Is that why you in
That's
the smart car now?
Okay.
Is that why you in the smart car now?
I'm feeling the love.
You take a
You
double
a
D.
smart
Look, look, take a double D battery.
Right.
Run the whole car.
Okay.
Hey, plug it in.
All right, plug it in, plug it in. Anyway, all right, y'all.
Male or female?
Oh,
Hold on.
God.
man
You
or
gonna call
woman.
everybody out?
Man or woman.
Man or woman?
No, whatever you identify as.
I'm just kidding, man. Y'all go ahead and close this show.
All right, I've been trying.
He
Five.
said, oh, whatever you identify as.
Y'all gonna mess around and get me fired. Hey, man, I was just playing. You know what I mean? I love all y'all that work, bro. Y'all my motherfuckers, bro.
Wow.
Try to
Okay.
keep it job.
Okay, are you
You
done?
see, I still have a straight face. Hey, go ahead and close this show. Go ahead and close it.
I've been trying for the last 5, 6
You trying to save his
minutes.
job right now.
Y'all,
I
You
apologize.
trying to save his
Lord.
job right now.
I love y'all at work.
Save your
we
job,
don't went to,
bro.
we don't went to all parts of Carolinas and stuff. We just,
Wheel
okay,
it back in. Wheel it
y'all,
back in.
thank
Wheel it
y'all
back
so
in.
much. Thank y'all. It got a little wild at the end. We so sorry. I'm sorry, because some folks just don't know how to act. They don't have no home training. We've been trying. We've
This
been
is the
trying.
crew.
Really.
This the crew.
But we want to thank you so much for taking your time to spend it with us. We realize that you could have been somewhere else. And always remember to please click like, share, subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
That's what you need to do. Also, leave your comments below. I know you got some comments about, especially this over here. I know you got. Whew, I know you got. I got to catch my breath because I know you got something to say about this over here.
Say something.
Always remember, everyone is entitled to their opinion. Never be afraid to express yours. I am your girl, Lynn Roberts.
I'm that girl, DC.
And I'm your boy T. Roy.
Big C's.
Big C's in the building. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Smooches.
Peace out.